Hi everyone, I am Kuntal from Team Backbenchers. I am thrilled to announce that we are going to start basic introduction to machine learning. This will be a whole video series which will be focusing on machine learning core concepts, mathematical tools behind it, statistical modeling, how to approach it, and Python level implementation of machine learning. Now, this will be a very interactive series. I hope you guys will enjoy it. So let's quickly jump to the outcome of this video. The outcomes of this video is basic use case of machine learning, classical machine learning, supervised learning, its types, and unsupervised learning and its types. A basic use of machine learning. तो आप लोगों ने आपके डेली लाइफ में मशीन लर्निंग को बहुत बार यूज किया होगा विदाउट इवन नोइंग इट. Here are some quick examples of the daily life use cases of machine learning. I hope you guys can relate it. Now the first thing is self ड्राइविंग कार्स. सेल्फ ड्राइविंग कार्स हम लोग इंडिया में उतना ज्यादा नहीं देख पाते, बट आई होप आप लोगों ने इसके बारे में सुना होगा दैट दिस कार्स आर केपेबल ऑफ ड्राइविंग सेल्फ सफिशिएंटली एंड द पाथ और द डायरेक्शन इज डिफाइंड बाय द ब्लॉकेज और रोड एरियाज. क्या मतलब रोड का ट्रैफिक कितना होगा, उसमें कितना स्पीड में गाड़ी हम लोग चला पाएंगे, व्हाट विल बी द शॉर्टेस्ट पार्ट. So this is the basic use of self-driving cars which is run by machine learning models. Now सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग में मशीन लर्निंग का बहुत बड़ा रोल है. हम लोग इसको आगे डिस्कस करेंगे इस वीडियो में. देन आता है हम लोगों का स्मार्टफोन. So we are very well equipped with the knowledge that smartphones are having different assistants. So Google Assistant तो हर किसी के Android मोबाइल में होगा because most of the viewers of this video are from Android smartphone. Now Hey Google हम लोग daily life में बहुत बार use करते हैं. Siri is from Apple, Alexa is for Amazon, and Cortana is from Windows. So these all are capable of taking command from user and implementing it by invoking an application. What it simply means is that when we are assigning it a command, it will simply invoke an application and will perform that command for us. So basic thing is that it can understand what the command we are giving it. Then transportation optimization में भी machine learning का बहुत बड़ा role है. Now we are going to discuss what are the classical machine learning and its types. So classical machine learning is divided broadly into two different segments, which is supervised and unsupervised. What is supervised? You can ask. Now supervised is the presence of labeled data. What is labeled data? What is the use of labeled data? We are going to discuss this in the next video. But you can just take it as it is that supervised learning is the presence of labeled data and unsupervised is the absence of labeled data. This is for classical machine learning. But in the broader spectrum, if we take machine learning is broadly categorized into four different segments, which is supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised and reinforcement learning. पर अभी के लिए आप लोग सिर्फ सुपरवाइज्ड एंड अनसुपरवाइज्ड में फोकस कर सकते हैं. एंड वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस ऑल ऑफ द एल्गोरिथम्स इन्वॉल्व्ड इन सुपरवाइज्ड एंड अनसुपरवाइज्ड वन बाय वन इन आवर वीडियो सीरीज. सो डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. So let's go with supervised. What is supervised? Supervised is when we teach or train the machine learning model using the data that is labeled. Now what is labeled data? Labeled data is basically the presence of the outcome or the main factor of that data. Let's say अगर मेरे पास कोई हाउस रेंट प्रेडिक्शन का डेटा है. Let's say we are having four columns. First column is the room number of rooms present in that house, then attached bathrooms, yes or no, घर से अपना कॉलेज का कितना डिस्टेंस हो सकता है, and the fourth column is the vehicles facilities available. Now based on this four factor we can have a column which is price, जो कि घर के प्राइस को डिटरमाइन कर सकता है. And let's say there it is mentioned that 4,000 rupees is the rent of that room for that facility which you are asking for. So that is the label data which is present. So that's why we say it supervised, because it has that label data. So there are basically two parts or two types of supervised learning. One is regression and classification. So what is regression? तो आपके इंटरव्यू पर्सपेक्टिव से ये बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप लोग रिग्रेशन एंड क्लासिफिकेशन के बारे में अच्छी तरह से समझे. व्हाट इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन रिग्रेशन एंड क्लासिफिकेशन? सो रिग्रेशन प्रॉब्लम are mainly used to predict a numerical value, and that numerical value should be in continuous space. That means it should not be discrete. Now what do I mean by that? Regression means that it will predict a value which is between 1 to n, and ये कुछ भी value हो सकता है, and that value should be numeric, not categorical. Like that means yes, no, 0, 1, 2. ये तरीके का discrete data अपने पास predict नहीं होने चाहिए. That is on classical that is on classification models approach, but regression mainly focuses on predicting the numerical value. और इसका एग्जाम्पल बेहतर क्या हो सकता है बेटर देन हाउस रेंट प्रेडिक्शन. हाउस रेंट प्रेडिक्शन एक टिपिकल केस प्रॉब्लम के सॉल्विंग है रिग्रेशन मॉडल के. सो how this model can solve regression problem? It is very simple. It will try to predict the price of the house based on the factors associated with it. Now let's go to the classification. What is the use of classification approaches? So classification हम लोग अपने लाइफ में बहुत बार करते हैं, जैसे कि how we can determine what is banana, what is apple and what is orange. The basic idea is that we can understand that this kind of shape belongs to banana, this kind of shape belongs to apple, and this kind of shape belongs to orange, and their perspective data will be different from each other. That means the properties that banana will have, it will be different from apple, and the properties of apple will be different from banana, so vice versa. That's how classification problem works. Classification problem ये तरीके से काम करता है कि वो एक क्लास को दूसरे क्लास से सेपरेट करता है. That's why we say that classification models are capable of predicting discrete data. Now classification दो तरीके के हो सकते हैं, bivariate and multivariate. So bivariate means if there is two class, then we say it bivariate, and in this picture you can see there are three classes which is 0, 1, 2 as categorized. So if the number of classes is greater than 2, we say that it is a multivariate classification. Cool. Now we will go to unsupervised techniques. तो unsupervised techniques को हम लोग तीन तरीके से डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे मैंने दो तरीके से दिखाया है because it is the broadly used clustering and association, and there is another one which is called dimensionality reduction. So क्या लिखा हुआ है पढ़ लेते हैं थोड़े. Unsupervised learning in machine learning which uses algorithms to analyze and cluster unlabeled data sets. So unlabeled, I have already told that what is labeled and what is unlabeled. So clustering कैसे काम करता है? Clustering means that it will try to determine that if there is a data point, suppose x, and y its coordinate, then which cluster it should be assigned. Based on that data points number, that is x and y, it will determine that in which hyperplane it will belong, and it will assign it to a particular cluster. And सबसे बड़ा factor है कि ये unlabeled होता है. That is the main difference of clustering and classification approach. Classification is a supervised problem where we have labeled data, and clustering is a unsupervised problem where we don't have labeled data. That means it is unlabeled. एसोसिएशन प्रॉपर्टी कैसे काम करता है? एसोसिएशन प्रॉपर्टी सबसे बड़ा यूज हम लोग ई कॉमर्स साइट में देख पाते हैं. सो एसोसिएशन प्रॉपर्टी में सबसे बड़ा पार्ट है कि रूल माइनिंग और पैटर्न जनरेशन. ये कैसे काम करता है कि अगर मैं एक ई कॉमर्स साइट फ्लिपकार्ट का एग्जांपल लूं, तो अगर आप फ्लिपकार्ट में मोबाइल को बाई करना चाहते हैं या फिर मोबाइल को बाई करते हैं, तो ये आपको नीचे जरूर दिखाएगा कि those who buy mobile also buy its cover. So flip cover is just like another necessary tool to with mobile. So if you are purchasing mobile, there is a high probability that you will be purchasing the flip cover or the mobile cover too. If you are purchasing bread, you will purchase butter too, and that's how we use it. So ये association rule machine learning model find करते हैं, and then it predicts that if you are using it, then you should buy Y also. And that's how e-commerce websites gives us the prediction. It is the very basic use case of association property. Now we will be discussing all these contents, and we'll be going to talk about differences between supervised and unsupervised in our next video. Thank you. I am Kuntal Mukherjee, the instructor of this video. The content is being generated by Aman Datta, and the editor of Ashish Kumar Kundu. Thank you.